Kajol, Katrina Kaif, and many other actresses have been at the receiving end of online abuse. But this time it's not trolling. It's their images that have been morphed into different pictures and videos and uploaded on different websites which have objectionable content. Now, all this misuse is thanks to the artificial intelligence and its unregulated nature of it in India and in many other parts of the world. Deepfake technology is very easily available. Pictures can be changed, faces can be changed, and one of the first victims and casualty of it have been women. The government has taken notice of this entire problem. Prime Minister has spoken about it and has said that government is going to bring in regulations to deal with this menace. Right now, under the Information Technology Act and under the Indian Penal Code, there are various provisions which already exist in the statute books that can deal with this menace. Then why is it that so far we have not been able to track the URL locations, website and individuals who have indulged into certain criminal activities, such criminal activities especially targeted towards women? Number one, the present regulations largely cover IT companies and intermediaries like Google, Microsoft, Facebook, X and various other platforms. Most of these platforms and companies have their servers in the foreign locations, and to ensure any kind of compliance from their side has always been a tricky business. The second is these intermediaries also argue that they are not really liable for any kind of content which is put on them because it's a third-party content. The denial of any kind of direct and primary liability on part of these companies makes it all the more difficult. It's only when a complaint is raised and this content is flagged off, only then a company acts upon it. More importantly, it may take some time for these intermediaries to act. Now, in cases of women, where it's about their dignity, modesty, their entire perception, social image, public image, any lapse of time and any delay is of expensive nature in every sense of the term. What can the government do in terms of ensuring that there is better compliance and the deepfakes can be controlled? Across the world, including the European Union and in America, there is an intense debate going on as to how artificial intelligence should be regulated. The digital media sphere, the technology and the manner in which the sphere of communication is changing, law seems to be far behind it. And there is so much more that needs to be done in this sphere. India is a part of the same story. When it comes to the compliance part under the IT Act, it has been a tricky task, as I earlier said. The second problem is that on the Play Store, you can very simply go ahead and launch an app. Prior vetting, checking needs to be far more stringent. There needs to be a regulator in place in our country to ensure that any kind of website which deals or any kind of application that directly deals with artificial intelligence is regulated in some way or the other. And that regulation part is very important. European Union has come with certain regulations of that nature. Various other countries, including America and other parts of the developed world, are debating about it. It's time that India just doesn't blame these companies or these individuals. We have to ensure that at the regulatory level, there is much more to be done. The government has assured action. In the times to come, we might see more guidelines coming in from the government as to how to deal with the menace of deepfake, artificial intelligence, how it can be regulated, and there needs to be a wider debate about how this particular technology can be used in the times to come, because deepfakes and the manner in which identity of certain women have been compromised with, that's just one part of the problem. But misinformation cuts across. It can be political misinformation, it can be social misinformation, and it can be very dangerous in a democracy in a country like India.